Trent, Z Zaidi from the MLC talk show on Willow and 1709 Cricket. Um, you struck early and you struck late, right? You bookended the game. But let's talk about the end, right? Particularly the 19th over. Talk us through that, because at first we thought, okay, maybe Hassan Khan is going to be a tricky one to hit. You went after him early, and then you didn't take the last couple of singles that you could have taken to keep strike. Tell us what you were thinking in that over, how you approached each ball, because that was really what turned the game around.
Yeah, I thought he bowled very well. Obviously, to get 4 wickets late in the piece like that, totally flipped the game. A lot of credit goes to him. But yeah, I haven't been in those situations personally a lot of times, especially trying to calculate a number over 20 runs with how many balls left, etc. But it was pretty simple. I think any lower order batsman likes to target the slower bowlers, the spin bowlers, and yeah, lucky enough to connect with a couple of them. Wanted to connect with one more, hence the couple of no runs. But yeah, great feeling to get the job done and obviously progress us through.
Neil, back all your say. Firstly, congratulations. You guys always take out the cat out of the bag. So good on the win. Can you talk a little bit about Rashid Khan's performance? We've seen throughout the season there have been some bad days, some good days for him, but you guys have supported him quite a lot. You guys have given him overs in crucial times when there are batsmen who are hitting a lot. And I think today is one of the days that he came back and he showed the potential and he gave you what the belief that the team has put in him. Can you talk a little bit about that and him as a player?
Yeah, Rush is a great talent. Works incredibly hard at his game. Trains very hard. I think he's in a role that's a tough role. T20 cricket's about hitting boundaries. And obviously from a bowling point of view, it's about trying to be cunning and trying to stay ahead of batsmen. And I think he's worked very hard on some good options. Yeah, the tournament's been a long tournament, obviously played across different conditions. I think the Oakland conditions, feels like many moons ago, were pretty tough. It was a small ground, it was a pretty good wicket. And you move to here, this is a solid wicket as well. Swung around a little bit over on the East Coast, and that's the biggest challenge as a bowler, is adapting to the conditions, working out what batters like to hit where, and I think he's got a good head on his shoulders to do that. So, yeah, it's been involved in the team for a few years now, and it's nice to see him get him some reward.
Trent, Peter Delpen with U.S. Cricket Now. The Unicorns players were talking about how it was difficult to grip the ball, not only because of the rain that happened during the innings break, but also it was consistently raining for the first 7 overs of the chase. Simultaneously, all that water coming into the wicket, it looked like when Hassan Khan, by the time he came out, it was gripping a bit, made it difficult to score, and it was tough scoring throughout the chase. How did you evaluate the challenge and the difficulty from when you were sitting and watching and when you came out to bat, in terms of how difficult it was for the bowlers to bowl to you versus how difficult it was to score runs when the wicket had changed conditions because of all the moisture that had gotten into it?
Yeah, I think that's cricket. Like I said, the conditions have changed throughout the tournament. Yeah, rain's unfortunate. If they were batting first, I'm sure, batting second, I'm sure they wouldn't be complaining as much. It's just one of those things. I think the opportunity to change the ball at stages, I think they changed it a couple of times. It can swing back into a bowler's favour with the ball gripping a little bit more or bouncing a little bit as well. But I thought it was a cracking game. Yeah, conditions changed. It was a bit of a roller coaster. But obviously, from my point of view, nice to get of the 2 points, but win and progress. Yeah.
I asked you about your batting. Let's go to the beginning of the match. You took Tim and Jake's wickets early. So can you talk us through both those wickets? I mean, you again, that I think really had them on their heels early on, and you struck. You knocked out 2 of their top 3 batters. What was the strategy? What was the plan? Talk us through both those wickets and how you executed.
Yeah, I suppose anyone that knows my game plan is I like to swing the ball. My role is to take early wickets. We know what they can do to the opposition team in terms of stunting a bit of momentum and putting pressure on the middle order. Be pretty quiet in the first half of the tournament. Yeah, conditions have changed every game really, so it's probably a good example of moving from plan A, which is to swing the ball, to plan B, to probably hit the wicket and use the seam a bit more. So yeah, nice to get a couple of faint edges, but as a collective, I thought all the plans that we discussed from our bowling point of view, the way we executed them, kept it nice and simple. To get any team 16 for 5 was a great start. So yeah, good fun. Now it's another big game in a couple of days.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.